I did a post recently where I said that anxiety is caused by the things that have happened to us in our past, whether it be childhood stuff, recent stuff, and if you're experiencing anxiety, it's possible to let it go by dealing with the things that happened in the past. And that seems to have stirred up a few people who are pretty much committed to the disease model and wanted to say, well, this isn't true at all. Some people are just physiologically, psychologically, genetically predisposed to being anxious. I mean, there is absolute truth in many scientific studies and psychological studies that will show that each and every one of us has a completely unique approach and reaction to change and anxiety causing situations. You may come from an anxious family, for instance, and therefore there is a very high chance that passed down through the bloodline has been a set of brain chemistry that does not cope well when things are stressful or laden with potential anxieties, and therefore you are a higher predisposition to having anxiety-related things. However, in the right situation, in the correct context and with the right upbringing, that does not mean that you need to have anxiety to the point where it becomes a mental health problem. When it becomes a mental health problem, this is what I'm talking about, is that is caused by the things that have happened to us. And that is backed up by multiple pieces of research. The genetic thing, the psychological bit, the fact that somebody's amygdala may be a little bit more hyperactive is not a mental health issue. That is something that you can manage quite simply by running your life, or maybe not quite simply, it depends on how severe it is. But the mental health problem that comes with it is caused potentially by all those things I've just talked about, being hurt or scared, and those things can change. Now obviously we can't change the physiological or neurological makeup of your brain, but what we can do is we can lessen the impact of your past. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is if you experience anxiety as a mental health issue, there might be a small bit of it that's passed down through your family, but that doesn't mean that it has to stay like it is just now, where it's totally ruining your life. It is possible to change.